Disney just held a presentation called D23 Destination, where there was a lot of people online hyping and getting excited for this particular event, thinking it was going to be the place that Disney would reveal the rest of the cast members for Avengers Doomsday, but it ended up being just kind of an okay somber announcement, although we did get the leaked Toy Story 5 trailer. This is where you click off, Mickey Mouse. Don't you take down my video. And honestly, I wasn't even planning on making a little recap video on this D23 panel because I knew it was gonna just be a lot of disappointment. But after the event ended and a fan tagged me saying, now to see 3C Films coverage of today's D23 panel, assuming he does it. Always love his D23 videos. Oh, I didn't want to let that fan down. It felt to me like the bat signal had been put up in the sky and I needed to deliver, at least for this one fan. So timestamps in the description and let's try to make the most out of these announcements that got made. Starting off with something kind of interesting, we got revealed the official release date and title for the next Ice Age movie. This is something I was really surprised Disney's even moving forward with, but there's plenty of Ice Age fans excited for this, where the newest movie has now been revealed to be called Ice Age Boiling Point. It'll be releasing February 5th, 2027, with the movie being described as a dinosaur and lava-filled madcap adventure that takes Manny, Sid, Diego, Ellie, Scrat, and the rest of the herd to visit never-before-seen corners of the treacherous Lost World. The big reveal out of all this is that our lovable little Scrat appears to be a father because they have introduced us to baby Scrat. What? That's adorable and sweet, I guess. It might be the cold-bloodedness in my heart, but now I am numb to the introduction of little baby characters in media because they just feel like the easiest gateway into just spewing out tons of merchandise on this, whether it's Grogu, Baby Scrat, Baby Sonic. Everything gets babyfied once in our lives, and they found a way to babyfy Scrat. I'll tell you though, all these babies ain't got nothing on baby Joey. We'll love that green little alien baby till the day we die, right? And actually, Chris here from the future, in the editing process, I'm actually finding out baby Scrat has been around for years, and I didn't even know it. Apparently, he first debuted in a bunch of Disney Plus shorts 3 years ago, and this will just be the first time baby Scrat is put into the actual movie. So, there you go. Baby Scrat has been under us this whole time, guys. We didn't know it. We got some stuff revealed for Zootopia 2, going really quickly through that. They revealed the opening scene for the film, where it's described here. The opening scene was also shown, and it sees Nick and Judy uncover and chasing after an anteater smuggler in a stolen catering van. They are racing through an area with tons of sheep, and they crash into a collection of wool, and it gets everywhere, including on Nick's face and beard. The pair have to deal with the Zootopia Police Department, who don't believe these two can handle the job. Along with that, they also revealed the voice of the horse mare in the movie. It'll be voiced by Patrick Warburton, and you definitely know his voice because he's most famous for voicing Joe in Family Guy. Has a very distinct, deep voice. I think it's perfect for that horse. I'm definitely excited for Zootopia 2. I just really don't need much else to be told about the movie to be excited for it. I'm happy with everything I've seen so far. From there, Disney Animation did announce a brand new original movie entitled Hexed. It's described as Hexed is an all-new original film that follows an awkward teenage boy and his type A mom who discovers that what makes him unusual might just be magical powers that will turn their lives and a secret world of magic upside down. I read that and I kind of just was thinking of Onward from Pixar, although it does feel like that's completely different. I'm fine with that. Disney Animation has been doing some good stuff. I mean, I'm always rooting for an original idea. I'll just have to see more than just the logo to see exactly how excited I am for this, because Wish was another movie by Disney Animation and just that movie did nothing for me. And speaking on animation, Pixar did have a presence there where they showed off their slate of upcoming movies from Hoppers all the way to Coco 2. And although they did show off screenshots and talked a little bit about Hoppers, the main Pixar movie that they were really wanting to show off stuff for was Toy Story 5. This to me felt like the biggest announcement of the entire D23 was the reveal of a brand new toy being introduced into the movie named Smarty Pants. It's a high-tech potty training toy that is going to be voiced by Conan O'Brien. That entire sentence I just said blows my mind. What do you mean, a high-tech potty training toy? I absolutely love Conan O'Brien, my favorite talk show host. I think the guy is super hilarious, and it makes me very happy to see that he's going to be involved in Toy Story 5, but I never would have imagined a high-tech potty training toy being one of the villains for this movie. We know it's going to be a villain because it's said that this high-tech toy teams up with the real villain of the movie, this Leap Pad that we now know is named Lily Pad, because that's the theme of Toy Story 5, technology versus toys. If anything, this high-tech potty training toy reminds me of that really creepy invention from Better Call Saul. Let me play you a clip.
It's my idea of a lifetime. My wife and I have 2 boys, 4 and 6. Toilet training them? Nightmare. So I wired a motion sensor to a voice chip, but it's all about positive reinforcement.
Oh, yeah, that's the way. Gosh, you're big. You're so big. Fill me up, Chandler. Put it in me.
Also kind of funny to think, does Bonnie need potty training? I felt like she was old enough in Toy Story 4 to not need that, but hey, maybe she's having issues. Before I get to the leaked Toy Story 5 trailer, they also gave us a brand new look at the other side villains of this movie, these high-tech Buzz Lightyear toys. They actually look like they've gone through a bit of a redesign since we last have seen them promoted at these events. What we had known about these malfunctioning Buzz Lightyear toys is that they would have a giant red light at the center, but here it looks like they've maybe have gotten rid of that and have just gone with a new Star Command logo on the front, unless maybe later on in the movie that Star Command logo comes off and the red light appears. And well, at D23 they decided to also show what is gonna be the opening of Toy Story 5, the scene that we've heard about involving these malfunction Buzz Lightyear toys that get stranded on an island and must find a way off of it. It looks like somebody attending the event was live streaming a lot of the stuff being shown, including this opening scene for Toy Story 5, but this person did not have the best Wi-Fi because the scene is all glitchy, very slow, all over the place. I'm trying to piece it together as smoothly as I can in editing, but I don't want to make it too perfect because it'll give Disney an excuse to then nuke this video. From what you do make out of it, it looks like a fun little scene and a good way to open up the film. Castaway meets Toy Story. That sounds like fun. I just can't wait to see how this movie comes together. They did show off a clip and some footage for the new Mandalorian and Grogu movie. They have it described here as the footage kicks off with a group of snowtroopers getting ready to defend themselves from a threat. We soon learn it's Din, aka the Mandalorian. He uses all kinds of tools just to take everyone down with ease, from his flamethrower to knives to a blaster and more. It's a very exciting scene that, like we said, very much felt like the iconic scene from Rogue One where Darth Vader comes in. It then cuts to an AT-AT exploding and falling off a treacherous and snowy path in the mountains, and it's an epic look at how the Mandalorian translates to the big screen. Sigourney Weaver also is seen on screen with Grogu trying to steal her snacks. Zeb popped up for a moment, and Grogu is even seen using his force to handle a Goink-like droid and dodging one of its tires in a wonderful way. The last shot was of a Hutt in an arena who just might be the one played by Jeremy Allen White, and it ends with what looked like Grogu eating something like popcorn in excitement. I am actually pretty curious for this Mandalorian and Grogu movie. Although I only watched the first 2 seasons of The Mandalorian, it just kind of lost me after that. I did really like what that first Mandalorian season brought as a casual viewer, and I'm very curious to see the leap from him on the big screen. And here it sounds like they're putting a lot of money into the action and sequences, so hopefully it goes good. But now getting to the thing people were really hyping up and getting excited about was this reveal for Avengers Doomsday. They did have a small part of the presentation dedicated to Avengers Doomsday, but there's been a lot of miscommunication about what has actually been shown. There's a lot of people saying that audiences got to see exclusive footage for the movie at the event, our first little sizzle reel, but that's not exactly what it was. Instead, they had put together scenes from characters that will be in Avengers Doomsday, like Ant-Man, Loki, Thor, and so on, from previous projects, and just kind of pieced that together into a little sizzle reel. So it's not any actual footage from Avengers Doomsday. It's all previous footage of those characters in their own separate projects, just kind of showing you who will be in the movie. And then we got a video of the Russo brothers with Paul Rudd on the set of Avengers Doomsday. The way the video was set up, it was like the Russo brothers were about to show you something exciting, but then Paul Rudd comes in and kind of derails the announcement to something funny, where he just says, "We're surrounded by jaw-dropping sets and some truly incredible talent, many of who you just saw teased in that great video. Bringing this story to the big screen means the world to us, and we couldn't do it without your support." And that really ended up being it. Now, again, I'm not disappointed or mad, and I don't think you should be, unless you want to point fingers at those scoopers who were telling you it was going to be a big event, because this version of D23 is always the smaller scale. It's not their usual big D23 event where they fly out stars just to be on stage for 30 seconds at a time. No, they actually already gave us the date for when that version of D23 will be happening, and it won't happen until August of next year. So August in 2026. But I am honestly a little surprised we didn't get anything on like Wonder Man, Marvel Zombies. But even then, none of that stuff was really promised, and this was always going to be a small scale event. That's really all that was announced though, and like I said, I made this just because some people were asking for it. Sorry it wasn't any gigantic announcements, but hopefully this was something you could watch that entertained you for a couple minutes in your day. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at 3C Films or on TikTok at 3C Films. But as always, I'm Chris. Take care.